So part of exiting the matrix in my mind is a mindset of not believing that we are all the labels that and that's the end of it, of what we are inside this matrix. Meaning, in the Matrix movie itself, Trinity said something very interesting. She said that the matrix cannot tell you who you are. So when somebody asks, who are you and what are you and tell me about yourself, the normal responses would be, well, I am a father of so many kids, I am a husband, I am a longtime worker at blank, I have a degree in, I am a conservative, or I'm a liberal, or I am a member of this certain church or this group, and I do these causes, my favorite TV shows are, and yada, 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 right? Well, is this who you actually are, right? Well, it can change. If that's who you actually are and that's all you are, then you haven't, I mean, I hate to break it to you, you haven't tried to look at who you actually are, because any of that can be taken away. So, your job, your family members can pass, your group that you're in could close, the church can go away, your religion could change. You could find out that it's bunk, like I did. Things change, and so when they change, does that mean that you ended? No. Or if you pass, when we pass, because it's all going to happen to us out of our bodies, obviously, if you're busy defining yourself as a wife, a lawyer, a cousin, a cook, or whatever, that's all done now. So then what, right? So then what are you? Well, one of the answers that people will say in the religion that I used to be in, Christianity, is that my kingdom is not of this world. So obviously we're not of this world, we're of heaven. Well, I'm going to say, not only am I who I really am is not of this world, which I agree with that statement, but I am not of the other half of the matrix in my mind. So I call this matrix that we're in more of a prison, and then the astral realm or the heaven realms, even the hell realms, all of them are all part of the matrix. And that is not my form of labeling identity either. Like, that is not my home. Where I'm from is not part of the matrix. So what I am is actually before the matrix. What I am is actually something that I don't have any memory of. So this video is really designed to help you just help you figure out what you're not. Because when you look at things like, I made a video about know thyself, what's going to help you the most right off the bat is to know what you're not, okay? It's hard to define what we are when we don't remember where we came from outside the actual matrix, right? But what we can say is that most definitely, permanently, we are not all these labels. We're playing these roles temporarily while we're in these bodies, and then when that role is done, these labels go with it. And that goes along with, I mean, I'm going to an astrology conference. I do these, I look at astrology and stuff like that. Here's a website where you can look it up free, astro-seek.com. But what I tell people is that astrology doesn't define who you are. You cannot know, again, this is a true statement in the movie The Matrix. The Matrix cannot tell you who you are, meaning astrology is just part of the matrix. Astrology is matrix code. So this is, again, temporary labels of who you are. You are not your astrology signs. You are playing a role in the matrix with the energies of the matrix astrology signs. And that goes for the cards of destiny. I mean, you can go on, today's date is July 18. It's all in thecards.com. You can go on and pick for free July 18. July 18, if you're born today, it says you're the 10 of clubs, the healer and teacher. And some of this stuff can be accurate, but I mean, again, is it really who you are? No, not at all. And it just takes a little bit of logic to really work that out. I mean, like I said, any of these things can be taken away, these labels. So if you're a soccer mom, the soccer could close. There might not be enough kids that show up this year or whatever. All of a sudden, soccer's done. So are you a soccer mom anymore? Does that define you? No. any of this stuff, it's all temporary, obviously. And also, being not of this world, to me, means being not of the entire matrix itself. That includes the astral realm, that includes all parts of the astral realm. None of that is my home. How can we define who we are by labels of things inside the matrix? We really can't. So that leaves us with, when going back to knowing yourself, ask yourself, what am I truly without all the labels I've been calling myself my entire life? All right, have a good day.